This is the most vanilla Left 4 Dead 2, the one we've all been used to for 16 years now. But this is how it can look today, thanks to mods.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Over the entire lifespan of the game, thousands upon thousands of mods have been created. Some of them are middle bad and acquired taste, for those who love turning the game into trash. And some are, let's say, quite delicate.
Zoe. NANI?
And among all of this, it's not always easy to find truly worthwhile mods that both maintain the game's vanilla feel, but also slightly refresh it. So in this video I will present my custom build of over 250 mods which I use myself. And this isn't just a workshop collection. I had to manually combine many mods to eliminate conflicts between them. Therefore, the link to the build in the description. Just so you know, I update it periodically, replacing or adding new things. Subscribe to the TG channel, where I likely notify you about changes to build from time to time. The link is below. Fry here, and let's go check out what inside the build. Well, let's start with the simple stuff, what we see right after opening the game. The Valve intro and the game intro. I didn't change the second one, but instead I did update the Valve intro to their more modern one. Of course, this might be a little irrelevant, since this intro features games like Portal 2, Dota 2 and CSGO, which came out after Left 4 Dead 2, but we'll let that slide. Next up, we have one of 5 HD quality loading screens. By the way, some mods in this build are quite optional and you can replace them with any other that you personally prefer. After loading, we're greeted by an updated main menu, lobby, add-ons list and more. Icon fixes are also included here. Campaign posters have also been updated. They are now brighter but still retain the vanilla style. Speaking of HD, of course the majority of textures for the environment, weapons, items, characters and everything else possible have been replaced. So our models have been updated to include the various jiggle bones. For example, Nick now has physics for his jacket, Rochelle for her hair, Coach for his stomach. There are also quite interesting mods to add NPC models. You can now see Virgil, John and Amanda Slater and the pilot from the Dead Air campaign. Whitaker's model has been updated based on his appearance from the TF2 block. The helicopter pilot in the Dark Carnival campaign has a separate model from the one used in No Mercy, Crash Course and Coldstream, which has also been updated to an improved HD model. Various particles have been updated, flying debris on the maps, muzzle flash, smoke from the weapons after shooting and many other effects. Skyboxes have been updated and lights from the sun, lamps and various flashlights have been improved. Now random objects will be generated in different spots on the levels, alternative paths will be created, some closed doors might be open and those that were always open will close. The next thing that stands out is the first-person animation. In my case, these are animations from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 on vanilla weapons, items and so on. And this is one of the aspects you can customize if you want to use some other animations. In the future, if someone creates an ADS mod for all vanilla weapons, I will install it instead of the MV animations. Speaking of third-person animations, all of them, or almost all, use the XDR base, which allows you to install several mods with different third-person animations without replacing anything, and each animation simply takes its own slot. Various fixes, restored cut animations and improved one are also here, nothing extra. And you can also customize this by removing or adding other animation mods than use the XDR base. The only condition is that the slots in different mods do not coincide, otherwise such mods will conflict. By the way, some infected animations have also been restored and fixed here. One of the best animations in my opinion is the RNG variation of the Charger's attack. One of them is vanilla and the second one is E3 version, which looks more brutal.
Charger! Charger!
It was not for nothing that I drew attention to the hut in the very beginning of the video. This is such a personal thing for everyone, this is hard to please all. Personally, the hut in my build is inspired by Back 4 Blood hut. And yes, I like it. But again, when it comes to the hut, it's matter of personal choice. And you can also replace it with the one you like. Now for the testiest part, which runs on my server. The reason for this separation is simple. Left 4 Dead 2 is still a 32-bit game, and to keep you from crashing, I've moved some of the mods scripts to the server. If you're willing to sacrifice a couple of other mods in the build, you can install them yourself, but I recommend trying it all out in expert realism on the server. The server IP will be in the description. By the way, let's start the hashtag Valve make Left 4 Dead 2 64-bit in the comments. Who knows, maybe it's work and well will notice. To go through the scripts that are on the server, you can install them in the build, but you have to sacrifice other mods to avoid crashes. There are many talker scripts here that restore previously unused survivors' voice lines as well as infected sounds. Some use the VScript system, while others use the game regular scripted system. For example, one of the scripts makes the weapon you find on the map a single instance. This also applies to the ammo pile. Now it's not infinite. There are also various scripts that instant or restore game mechanics. For example, the restarting of the Burger Tank sign in the last chapter of Hardware campaign, or the fact that melee weapons have durability and will break over time. The server part of the build also includes the spirit of the first game. In the campaigns of the first game, there will be infected weapons and items that were exclusive to the Left 4 Dead 1. This also applies to various game instructed icons, HUD icons, textures and models. And of course, one of the distinguishing features of the first game was the character's legs, and survivors like script will handle it. Speaking further about the first game and its cut content, the Damage campaign has been added here, which links the Dead Air and Blood Harvest campaigns. The next thing present in the build is the songs. Currently, there are already improved weapon sounds and restored sounds in the campaigns, and I'm constantly working to maintain the vanilla feel while giving the audio an updated sound. As I understand, the whole point of the build is to preserve the spirit of the original, expand and restore game mechanics, and not add outlandish nonsense like modern weapons and completely unsuitable survivor models. And yes, this video can be considered a kind of advertisement for my server, but trust me, you will gain a new experience playing on it. And you can fully experience the build only in conjunction with the server. The server, just like the build itself, is constantly updated with the release of new and interesting mods. The link to the build and the server IP will be in the description, so everyone interested can install it. Write in comments what other mods or scripts could be added to the build or the server. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss new videos. VladFRY was here, good luck and see you later.